So you tried to start.
I tried.
You tried to attack it, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried, I could not. It was so tough. Yeah.
It's hard.
Very hard.
Hey guys, it's Phil with Phil's Lawn Care. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we got another green overgrown yard for you guys. I saw this property while driving by, seeing who I could help out, and it looks like this homeowner, sure enough, needs my help. I tried knocking on the door, but nobody answered, and so I left a note with my phone number on it. Said, give me a call, I'll cut your lawn for free for you. This lawn is up to my knees in some areas, and it is soaking wet, full of weeds, but that's all right. We cut just about anything. And it also looks like they started doing some work and realized how tough it is and decided to give me a call. So that's good. Let's check out the backyard. This is actually something I haven't seen. So, okay, looks like they have a little bit of backyard right there. It's also overgrown, full of weeds, and definitely needs a cut. Here's the side yard here. Nothing other than landscape rock and a nice overgrown strip of grass. It's like a handful, huh? Nah, this should be a piece of cake. With my equipment, we'll be able to run through this with no issues. I hope you guys stay tuned to the end for the amazing before and after pictures. Anyways, let's begin working. Hey guys, it's Phil, and I want to take a brief moment to talk about today's sponsor, Thrive Market. I think we can all agree that in today's society, convenience is key, and being able to grocery shop on your phone and having your products delivered to you at your doorstep is just a win in my books. And that's why my wife and I have had the pleasure of using Thrive for over a year now, ordering all sorts of organic and non-toxic groceries, snacks, and beverages. Check out the order that I just received. All of my favorites. I'm gonna munch them down in a week. And since I'll munch all these down, I wanna reorder it because I love these snacks. I can actually save time by using the buy it again feature. All I have to do is click and I can see all of my past orders and purchases. I also forgot to mention their mobile friendly website is super easy to use. They even have an app making your grocery shopping experience easy and worry-free. Also, your orders over $49 ship absolutely free. It's the as simple as that. No tipping or additional fees. Come on, how awesome is that? With all that, guys, I highly recommend you give Thrive Market a try. Go to thrivemarket.com/fillslawncare and get 30% off your first order plus a free gift, which I will not tell you what it is. You're gonna have to find that out yourself. But trust me, it is a pretty nice gift. Check out the link in the description of this video. And thank you to Thrive Market for partnering with me and allowing grocery shopping to be just a breeze for both my wife and I. Now let's get back to the makeover. Cutting. I see you try to start.
I tried.
You tried to attack it, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried, but not. It was so tall. Yeah.
It's hard.
Very hard because I tried. I said, oh my goodness, it's going to be very tall.
Taller than you.
Yes, but really thank you for doing it.
I'm glad that you called me because I leave notes on people's doors and they think it's a scam and they don't call me.
I was thinking also, is the scam? I said, no, let me try because they leave the note. I'm going to try.
I'm glad. Yeah, this stuff is no joke. Angie, I am all done.
Thank you very much. Look, really pretty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because with my machine, I don't think like I could do like this.
Yeah.
I have some banana. Can I give you just banana?
Sure, I'll take banana. Thank you. Wow, they look nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very
Okay.
much.
Yeah, I hope this is enough to kind of keep it maintained.
Yeah, now I'm going to be maintaining.
And just like that, we are all done and got some bananas as a tip. That's very nice of her. You know, not a lot of people give me anything in return, and that's perfectly fine with me. But kind gesture from her, give me some bananas, almost a rarity nowadays. But hey, check this out. Full bed of grass. Gotta collect our cones and head on out of this neighborhood, but we will be back in this neighborhood. Gotta lock your trucks, lock up all your equipment, because if you didn't notice, my head was on a swivel this whole time, especially after talking to the neighbor over there. He spilled the secrets about all of these neighbors, and who knows if they're true or not, because I had this corner lot lady, which he said not too nice of things about her. She asked me if I could cut her lawn and how much I charged, and I told her I'll knock it out for her for free, and she was truly happy to hear that. And so we got her on the schedule, we got those two guys on the schedule, so we will be back in this area. I'm happy that we got to help out Angie with her yard, and now, as you may have heard, she's going to maintain it, and it's much easier at this height than it was prior. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, follow, subscribe if you can. That is the best way to support my work, and I can't do this without you guys. So thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Take care, God bless you, we'll see you next week, and enjoy these before and after pictures.